Hello, David here, and the project for today is making mushroom barley soup. I'm going to be using the crock pot, and I've never done this before, so I'm new at this as well, and I pulled this recipe off of the internet. I don't know what site it's from, but I'm not going to follow it fully. Here's a list of ingredients. 6 cups of vegetable broth, 1 cup of water, 3 large carrots, 2 stalks of celery, 1 medium onion, diced. Celery and carrots are chopped. 4 cloves of garlic, minced. 3/4 of a cup of pearled barley. 1/4 cup of brown or green lentils. I'm not putting lentils in here. If I put lentils in here, it'd be mushroom barley lentil soup. So I'm going to scratch that off. 16 ounces of button mushrooms chopped. 2 bay leaves. I don't know what those are, so I'm not putting those in. 1 teaspoon of thyme, 1 1/4 teaspoon of salt, freshly ground black pepper. Usually my cooking is very bland, and I always add tons of Tabasco before I eat it. So I recommend a lot of Tabasco. Place all the ingredients in a crock pot, cook on high for 3 hours or until grains are cooked through and vegetables are tender. Season with salt and pepper to taste, and don't forget. Since these celery stalks are kind of small, I'm going to use 3 celery stalks. But I don't know what to do about these things. These aren't real carrots, they're carrot nubs. That's all they had in the store. So I'm going to work that out, and then I'm going to quit talking because I'm probably going to go in fast motion, and I don't like sounding like a chipmunk. Garlic. Can't live without garlic. Recipe calls for 3/4 of a cup of barley. I'm going to put in more than a cup. How much do I have here? It's about 1 1/4 cups. I like barley. Matter of fact, let's put in 1.5 cups. I'm going to rinse it before I add it to the pot. Nice thing about those carrot nubs is that they're pre-washed, so you don't have to scrub them and wash them. Got a pound of sliced mushrooms. These are Baby Bella, and it does say to wash before use, so I'm going to wash them and add them to the pot. When my mom used to make mushroom barley soup, she got her mushrooms from a deli in Chicago they were dried mushrooms from Poland. And they had the best flavor. I've been trying to find them up here, and I can't find them. Okay, the baby bellas are washed, and I know what you're thinking. No, I did not throw the babies out with the bath water. Okay, I'm going to add the vegetable broth. This is low sodium, so I can always add salt later. Also, there's no meat in there, and I think adding chicken or beef could considerably improve the flavor. Gee, I wonder if I'm supposed to shake this. There's a lot of stuff in there. I hope it doesn't boil over. Well, no worries. I'll just stir it later. Need to add some water. Gonna add 2 cups. There's a cup of cold water. Add another cup of water. Another cup of water. I wonder what I forgot. Those mushrooms are kind of big, so many of them I sliced in half or in quarters. Okay, let's cover. I'm going to turn it all the way up to high for the first hour, then I'll turn it down to medium. It's been an hour, and you probably noticed it, but I didn't have the cord plugged in when I turned the switch on, but I noticed it right away, so I didn't lose any time. And I think I'm going to keep it on high because it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of cooking getting done, but it sure smells great. Okay, it's been 4 hours, and I recommend stirring it about every hour because otherwise you get dried mushrooms sitting on the top. Looks ready. Look at that barley goodness. I think it's time for dinner, so this is a good point to end the video. I want to thank everyone for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also ring that little bell. Bye now. Here's some bonus footage. I decided that first batch was a little bit too dry, so I'm making a second batch. It's all the same except for instead of 1.5 cups of barley, I'm using 1 cup of barley, and that's pearled barley. And instead of 2.5 cups of water, I'm using 3 cups of water, and there's a possibility that I might have to add a little water after it starts cooking. I already have the crock pot running. It's set on high. It's supposed to run for 3 hours. It wouldn't hurt to run for 4. Let's review the ingredients. I have 4 cups of vegetable broth. This time I'm using some Walmart 32-ounce vegetable broth. 3 cups of water, 3 large carrots chopped, 3 stalks of celery chopped, 1 onion diced, 4 cloves of garlic minced, the 1 cup of pearled barley. I have 8 ounces of white mushrooms chopped and 8 ounces of baby bella mushrooms chopped. And no special reason why I didn't use all baby bella as I did in the first time. I just wanted to try something different. 1 teaspoon at thyme, some fresh ground black pepper. I used about a teaspoon. And the recipe calls for 1¼ teaspoon of salt, but I never cook with salt. I figure there's usually plenty of salt naturally existing, and also I add lots of Tabasco to whatever I eat, and there's salt in Tabasco. So this is the last ingredient, the vegetable broth, and it's ready to go. and I'll stir it every hour. It's been about 3 hours. Let's take a good look. It's definitely not too thick. The barley looks cooked. I think I'm going to give it another hour. Okay, we're at the 4-hour mark. Still has a nice soupy consistency. Barley's done, expanded a little bit more. Can't see that, can you? I think the first batch I did would be great if you're going to put them in burrito shells, but this is supposed to be a soup, so you have to use your own judgment on how you want it to turn out. And thanks for watching.